Are you tired of your financial issues? Do you find yourself trying to make ends meet every other month due to a lack of funds? Do you want to earn some money? If your answer is yes, this is the perfect video for you. Money is a driving factor for many people. I mean, why wouldn't it be? You could fix a lot of your problems if you were financially stable. In recent times, however, with the increasing competition, it has become hard for anyone to get a decent paying job or even be employed in some cases. But don't worry, because I have got you covered. Today, for my valued viewers, I will talk about the simple yet brilliant way that can earn anyone some extra money. How, may you ask? Well, let's have a look at how one can make up to $500 a day using the amazing tool that is Google Translate. Firstly, you have to understand how Google Translate works. It does not directly give you money. Google Translate is a free service provided by, as the name suggests, Google. It helps you by providing free translation services for various languages. Like most of its services, Google has also kept its translator free, as it works together with other services in providing more users, and hence generating ad revenue. As it is free, we can take advantage of this service by making use of it for doing paid tasks through freelancing. Freelancing involves doing paid tasks for other people, through which both parties can be benefited. Earning money through freelancing using Google Translate consists of a series of steps. Let us analyze each step properly so that our esteemed viewers can adequately understand how to make money using Google Translate. Making an account on a freelance platform is relatively straightforward, as there are many platforms designed to form bonds between a service provider and people looking for a particular service. These platforms are mostly free of cost, thus it would be no problem to make one. Examples include Fiverr and Upwork, one of the most notable platforms in the freelance world. However, make sure to study and understand how a particular platform works before using it. Each one of them has its own advantages and disadvantages. For example, Fiverr favors short-term work, and Upwork favors long-term work. To be honest, all of these platforms are more or less the same, and it shouldn't be a problem. It is important to note that the platforms take a percentage fee of what you earn by doing a task. This is important, as it will help you set up your price while you are setting up your account. Speaking of setting up your account, let's move on to step 2. Set up your account. After properly understanding your freelance platform of choice and creating an account, it is now time to properly set it up. It's like setting up the signboard of a shop. You need to explain what services you provide, how much you charge for them, and how long it may take for a particular task to complete. In this case, for example, you can tell that you can translate articles, letters, or even books if you're looking for some long-lasting work, as they usually pay the best. You also need to highlight how much you charge for your translation. Like you could say you charge a certain amount of dollars per word, which would give any future client an idea of how much you would charge for a given task. For starters, however, I would suggest undercutting the market rate for translation. You need to give the clients an incentive to come to you rather than the already popular translation service providers. After you're done setting up your account, you just have to wait for your first task. The wait for your first task might get frustrating at times, but as long as you have correctly set up your account and have put up a desirable price for your services, that first task will come soon. If you set up your account correctly, you could earn upwards of $500 a day. It all depends on the quality of your work. Use Google Translate. Let's say you have received your first task. Now what should you do? It is relatively simple from here onwards. You have to copy the sample you need to translate and paste it into the Google Translator tool. You also have to set the initial language in the translator to the one used in the sample. Then you have to select the language that is required by the client. Afterward, you just need to hit enter and voila, you have your work done. For example, a client comes to you with a German article and requires you to translate it to English. First, you will set the first language to German and copy the provided article there. Then you need to select the second language to English and hit translate. Better yet, you could use the Google Translate extension. After downloading it, it makes translating even more straightforward, as it only requires one click on the translate icon on the top right in Google Chrome. Just open the particular web page you're tasked to translate and then hit the button. Google Translate will instantly translate everything for you. Trust me, it is elementary and easy once you get the hang of it. Recheck everything. The final step is to make sure your work is translated correctly and does not have any errors. Sometimes the translator tool might make some errors. It would be very beneficial for you if you already know numerous languages. However, if you don't, there is no need to worry. If you can afford to do so, try to establish contacts with people who are fluent in other languages. To be very honest, this is just a cautious measure, as in most cases the translator works fine. But I have mentioned it because a final recheck ensures that your work is 100% correct, resulting in positive reviews, which would ultimately help your freelance account look more desirable and thus you can earn even more. Now that you have understood how to start off your translating venture, you need to understand what type of translation tasks clients most are looking for. Most clients are looking for people that can translate their stuff into different languages so that they can post it for their blog, etc. Some of these projects might be large, for example a whole book, while others may be small. However, given the amount of time you exhaust for a given task is nothing compared to the returns you receive for that particular task. If you take a quick search amongst the freelance market, we can easily see most translation tasks can pay you an average of $200 to $300 per task. And these are the small tasks I'm talking about. The bigger jobs are even better. You can get upwards of $500 per day during the course of that task. Make no mistake, translation is a big moneymaker if you follow the proper steps mentioned above. If you search for the biggest freelancers providing translation services, you can see the number of reviews they receive. It may seem that they must be earning a lot through translating, but they all started from scratch like you. Furthermore, most of these freelancers use Google Translate as their primary source for translation. However, they also strictly check the translated sample afterward. Just like in any field, if you score big in translating, $500 a day would seem small to you, so don't stop dreaming. However, with translation there are some downsides. Due to its ease of entry, as there are virtually no barriers to entry, there is a lot of competition in the market. And due to this competition, one cannot afford the smallest of mistakes, or else he or she will lose a client. Thus, only relying on Google Translate won't be enough. You would need to be fairly well versed in that particular language. Sometimes the software might make a mistake, and you need to know the language to quickly rectify the mistake made. These small mistakes make a lot of difference, so do make sure your work is flawless. In the end, I would just say work hard and make sure your end product is faultless before sending it out to your clients. Only work with the languages you know best and start with something simple and easy, as it results in good reviews, which would boost your freelance account. Look for quality, not quantity, and I'm sure you will be successful. That is a wrap, folks. I hope this video will help you to hone your skills in the freelance world. Translation is a relatively easy yet rewarding source of earning money. I hope this video will help you to achieve that. Please leave a like if you liked the video. Do hit the subscribe button to receive similar content. Do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you can receive instant notifications for any future videos on the channel. Until next time, happy translating!